Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my YouTube station. I've got to get you away from my goodies. People snack. They actually send me stuff and say, "We want your Reese's cup back there." No, I'm a former IRS agent, teaching instructor. Oh, if you don't have any more Reese's cups, you can always send them to me. I'm a former IRS agent, teaching instructor with IRS. I've worked thousands of cases. I worked at IRS for a decade. I've kind of built a very specific a boutique crew of former IRS agents and attorneys just to handle IRS matters. I've been on all the national news stations. Yeah, me, like Fox twice, ABC, The Briefing Room, Newsmax, News Nation, CBS. I've been on all. Just go to my website, 777irs.com. I want to talk to you today about what you need to know. There's kind of a secret that IRS does not want you to know about the negotiation and settlement of tax debt forgiveness. I used to work the program. I used to sign off, yes, offers accepted, denied offers. I've done that. Peter Salinger in my office has worked 3,500 offers for the IRS. So we're uniquely qualified to tell you what the secrets are and settlement theories are. You need to just want you all to know that. It's very important. Having worked this program for years, the program is very methodical. It's very specific. And IRS does not allow, and this is what the big news is. IRS, you think you can send your offer and it goes in and then there's going to be this negotiation that's going to take place, and it's just not. And let me tell you the reason it is, and I'm just going to frame this. I'm not going to spend a lot of your time. I just want you to know the philosophy. IRS has got to make sure all in the United States, everything is treated the same, everything. So they've come up with a standard, and they said, this is what we're doing. We're taking the judgment away. When I was there, I could take any offer I wanted if it seemed fair. Not anymore. Now you've got to fall in the categories that IRS wants. So let me just tell you about the two categories so you know. As an agent, I'm zeroing in on two things: your equity and your income and expenses. Those are the only two things I really give a crap about when I'm examining your form. Okay, so what IRS is going to do is when you put your income down, IRS isn't going to allow you the expenses you're putting with that income. IRS takes expenses. No. They're going to substitute their packages for where you live and everything. Let me tell you what I mean by that. If you go to the IRS National Standards, you can Google that, IRS National Standards for housing and utilities. You'll populate a state and a county. IRS National Standards for food and clothing, it's general. IRS National Standards for car payments, and IRS standards for driving car expenses. IRS is going to lock you where they want. So no matter what you're going to put down, IRS is going to come back and say, no, we're only going to put this. No negotiation. Unless there's really special needs, most of the time there's not. The only room that you have for negotiation is coming up with asset values are. IRS may use realtor.com, they may use Zillow. You may say those numbers are all wrong. So the asset values you have could be some part of the negotiation. Some, not a lot, but IRS, a person like me, would do their due diligence to make sure those numbers are correctly. So is there an art? There is an art. There is a little negotiation, but not the negotiation you think. So remember, your income and expenses are going to be fixed. If they're by the way, I should tell you this. When you're putting your asset values down, put the lowest distraint values you can. What you could get if you had to sell them. You don't have to put retail values. So for instance, I'm gonna give you one other. If you had a house, it needs a roof, needs a foundation. Zillow doesn't know that, Realtor doesn't know that, real estate.com. So what you do is you would attach an appraisal. You attach an appraisal to your offer and say, nah, that value you may be looking at is wrong, and here is why. Lastly, the biggest tip of all, always put a cover letter on your offer and compromise. Let them know, no more than 2 pages, let IRS know why you're submitting an offer, why the values are, and why you're probably never going to be able to pay the tax. That'll go a long way. Give me a subscription if you would. We're good for offers. You want the offer through for the lowest. If you're eligible, there's only one place to call. Thank you for the subscription.